Zigzag for life here, and decided to start vlogging because I used to do it and I stopped for a while, but I've decided I want to do more of it. So I'm at college right now, and college is crazy busy and just a bunch of people around. And here, I'll give you a onesie. And as you can see, there's a bunch of people around. Sorry about the shaky camera. Jeez. But, yeah, it's been a while since I've vlogged. It's been a while since I've done a serious video like this. So I'm just gonna walk around campus and talk about what's been going on and other things and possibly YouTube things and talk about the upcoming podcast. Yeah, maybe look at some art because, there's art on campus, surprisingly. So let's go have fun. Over by the student union now, and some stuff going on. Usually there is stuff going on most of the time, so let's take a look out there. Usually they have tents set up for different fraternities and other clubs and college Democrats and college Republicans, and sign this for marijuana to be legal and stuff like that. And over there, you can barely see it, is a Smash Brothers game going on. Because, you want to play games in college. Yeah. I say that in my YouTube channels about games. This is the TA building. This is where I go to class mainly. And currently, as you can see, they are... no, focus. Currently, as you can see, they're working on the windows. God, I can't hold this thing still. But yeah, this is the teaching academy. This is basically also the nicest building on campus. And I've heard a lot of people actually say that, not just myself. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice and air conditioned inside when it's hot, and it's got nice classrooms. And sometimes you'll find people who aren't teaching majors in there. Other times, most of them are teaching majors. But it's a fun building, inside and out. Lots of good places just to sleep. Yeah, don't ask me about that, because I don't want to talk about that. I will say this though, I think one of the things I don't like about going to a university is just how many people there are, compared to say how many teachers there are in that building. I just showed you the TA. There's one teacher for every 30 students, but if I head over to CB1, there's 75 students and one teacher, and even then there are auditoriums that have 300 and something seats. And honestly, that's something that kind of worries me about college, is how less personal it becomes with the professor. I don't know. I mean, it's a complaint that I know other people have, but it's also subjective depending on how you learn. I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I learn by moving around, I learn by interacting, and when there's 75 students, it gets just a little bit more difficult to interact with other students and the professor and getting to know the professor. It's something I do all the time, is get to know the professor. I sit in the front row, talk to them, whatever. If I can go have coffee with them, I'll try. If I can run into them outside of class, I'll try. Developing this kind of not bond exactly, but a just, hey, my face, my name is really great. It doesn't necessarily get you a better grade, but it definitely, you get noticed in the class, and your participation grade probably will be the one that gets the biggest boost, because they'll know who you are. So when it comes time to grade that participation grade, they'll be like, oh, I remember this person. Other than that, college is very subjectively hard at times. And what I mean by that is if you're going to college, you're going to have classes that you don't like, and you're going to have classes that you don't necessarily think are for you. I recently just withdrew from a class because I just didn't like the amount of work. It wasn't for me. But when you get a class that you like and a professor that you like, you're gonna just love that class. Or you can even wind up with a class where you don't like the subject material and you like the professor and you'll enjoy it. And then you have classes where you don't like the professor but you like the subject material. Sorry about that, my mic fell off. But yeah, you'll wind up with classes that you like the subject material and you don't like the professor. Just keep with it. And then ultimately, your ultimate goal is just to survive and afford college, because affording college is probably the scariest part. It's not the classes, it's not the grade, and quite honestly, I know people worry about the grades, but I feel like we shouldn't. As human beings, I think we should focus on the knowledge, the learning, the experience versus the grade. A grade just means that you performed well numerically. It doesn't mean you learned anything. I can get an A and not learn anything at all, but for me to go into a class like philosophy is a good example, and go in and learn something and come out and feel enlightened is a better experience. Scooter. And ultimately that's what you should go into college thinking about, is what will I learn? If you're going in for video stuff because you do YouTube, that's perfect. If you're going in for teaching and you feel like, hey, I'm the best teacher in the world, I don't need to learn anything, or you feel like, oh, hey, it's the easiest major, because I have people currently I know who think teaching is the easiest major, then you're in the wrong place. You go to college to improve your skill set. You go to college to learn, and that's what it is. If you're not going to college for those reasons and your parents are making you go to college, it's going to be a sucky experience. You're going to hate every minute of it unless you're a partier. And if you're a partier, I kind of envy you just a tiny, tiny bit, because you get to do stuff that I haven't done yet, and I don't know if I will. So I'm going to go ahead and let this be the end of the video. First vlog done, and hopefully everything went well with it. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, and good luck.